y'all doing? I'm your boy Rick and you are watching Surface Town. Please start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button and subscribing. Now if you saw my last video, I confirmed that I was indeed going to be doing an album review on Kendrick Lamar's new album, Damn, with all caps. So here it is. Now if you haven't seen a Surface Town album review, we do a track by track review and analyze each song, do a little snippet like a listening party somewhat, and then I give my thoughts. At the end, I give a Surface Town review where I rate the album 1 out of 10 stars, talk about the themes, you know, all different types of things. So stay tuned to the end to see what I have to say about this album. Now this is Kendrick Lamar's 4th studio album, I believe. Section A, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and now this one. So yeah, last time he had I think Untitled Unmastered, I believe, and that was just like leftover tracks from his 2015 release. So this is his first album technically in 2 years. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it. This is gonna be a good one. This might be longer than my other album reviews simply because Kendrick Lamar, he just, listen, get your popcorn, get your whatever the hell you like to snack on, because this is about to be good. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the first track. Now it is called Blood, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to a little bit of that right now.
As if she had dropped something and having a hard time finding it.
Okay.
Lost something.
What have you lost?
You've lost your life.
Oh shit! Oh! Woo! Hold up that gunshot. Like I felt it. Like I got the speaker playing. So like he said pop, and I was like, oh, the cover. This is the intro. It is called Blood. Now he talks about how he saw a lady and she looked like she needed help and he was gonna help her, and you know he asked him, did you lose something? And she said yes, you lost your life. So that's how we start off this album. Yeah, we're about to hop into the next track. Now the next track is called DNA.
Cocaine quarter piece got war and inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA.
Oh my God.
This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping.
Bars on top of bars on top of bars. He was like, I thought he was twisted for a second. God damn. Now that was called DNA. Now DNA is basically talking about how Kendrick at this point, he feels like he's better and he's not trying to be like everybody else. He has his own DNA and he's trying to do his own thing. The flow, I can tell you, Kendrick definitely came on another level on this album. He definitely felt like he had something to offer different from his other projects. So that flow I had never really heard from Kendrick like that. Just definitely towards the end. You guys let me know what you think about DNA.
Not about a religion. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more. That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. My cousin Carl.
Alright, now that album was called Yeah, and I believe he's just basically talking about things that he's heard from people, things that people have told him, and a little bit of what he's been through, I guess. I would have to hear that song definitely over again. It's definitely mellow, definitely chill. Probably one of the chillest songs off of this album, I would say. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think about Yeah in all caps. But is it just me, or I'm noticing that all of these songs are in all caps? Is that for a reason? Even Damn is in all caps.
For the shit, nigga. I take your fucking life for the shit, nigga.
Beat,
we
oh my God.
Road, family selling dope. That's why you many-ass rap niggas
Drop the
better
beat.
know. If I gotta slap a pussy-ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy.
Hey, I'ma make it look sexy. I'ma make it look sexy. Listen, that's me. That's me like all day. Like when I'm in my element, I make it look, you see this? That song was called Element, and he's basically talking about how he has nothing to lose and that he can't be bothered by anybody or what they have to say. When he's in his element, nothing can touch him, nothing can phase him, you know what I mean? Because Especially there's a lot of things that, especially as a celebrity, people go through, and people always talking about you, saying things. And he basically saying, like, I'm in my element. You like almost like, bitch, don't kill my vibe, part two. Almost. You guys let me know what you think about that beat. Was boom boom. Kendrick, you better.
Feel like removing myself, no feelings involved. I feel for you. I've been in the field for you. It's real for you, right? Shit, I feel like ain't nobody praying for me. Ain't nobody praying for me.
Alright, that song was called Feel. Now, he's basically saying, he keeps saying, ain't nobody praying for me, ain't nobody praying for me, which lets us to believe that, does Kendrick feel like nobody is really there for him in that kind of way, I would say. This song is definitely, now, let me know if I'm the only one, but this song is definitely reminiscent of J. Cole. Like, I feel J. Cole through this record, like, and this ain't the only song on the album. I talk about another track that seems like damn near just like J. Cole. Like, this is his beat, his flow. This is J. Cole. Like, but we all know, how good of a friendship Cole and Kendrick. They just kind of like almost the same artist in a way. But I feel like this is definitely reminiscent of him, and the fact that this is very if this is how he's really feeling, this is a deep record. You guys let me know what you think about Feel, and we're gonna move on.
Once again, I'm hanging on the fence again, I'm always on your mind. I put my lyric and my lifeline on the line. And ain't no limit when I might shine, might grind.
Bad girl, leave it now. Swear, leave it now.
Hey!
Girls like a CDM. Gas on the fish like it's premium. Call that on the bitch on the fast lane. Fish on the carrots. I'm my name on the atlas. I'm a
Riri.
I'm a savage, I'm an asshole, I'm a king. Shimmy ya, right.
Oh! The way they were, oh my. When I first heard this, I paused it and I was like, I had to like regroup myself, because the way this song is structured, I was not expecting this. I haven't heard a Rihanna feature this good in a while. Like, the way they were going off of each other and they were going back and forth, and Rihanna when Rihanna is herself, and these, the bad girl Riri, like, this is definitely a song that's meant for her, quite frankly. And to be honest, she can do really any kind of song, but they just went off of each other so well. And isn't this their first time collaborating? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I never heard a Riri Kendrick track before, but you would think they've been collaborating for damn near 10 years now. The song is called Loyal, if I didn't say that already, and it's basically talking about, are you being loyal to the right person? Are you willing to do these things for these people that you're being loyal for, and are they willing to do it for you? The beat is nice, the flow, definitely. I will say, is this the song that it went backwards? I'm not for that. Kendrick, a little bit through this album, it was playing backwards and in reverse, and I almost stopped listening to it altogether. Like, I don't play with that. I don't do it.
I still feel the same now. My feelings might go numb. You're dealing with cold dumb. I'm willing to give up a leg and home to show empathy from. Greedy parties and functions like you and yours. A perfect world.
Now, that track was called Pride. Now, he's definitely spitting some real stuff on this track. He just said, you got another 24 years. Like, I mean, that's just some realness on this song. It's very reminiscent, and a lot of people may not have heard this song, but it's reminiscent of a song from Neo from his 2015 album Nonfiction. The song is called She Said I'm Hood Though. That's what the song is called, and it's reminiscent of that because the vocals, they go like in and out and high pitch and low pitch and then back high pitch and and that song did that in it. So, but yeah, that was just random as hell. But basically, this song is talking about pride, and you guys let me know what you think about that one. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think about that record.
Soprano C, we like to keep it on the high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Bitch, be humble. Bitch, sit down. Sit down. Bitch, be humble. Sit down.
Oh my God, that song was called Humble. If you didn't know, Humble, like the song that blew up instantly when he dropped the music video. Music video's dope. I was gonna do a reaction to it. I sat on it and I never did it. But yeah, I wanted to do it, but yeah, that song, the music video, when throwing the money and then all the people with the shaved heads and the Photoshop, that was my favorite part when she walked over and it was like, oh, like that, it really be like that. Like he said he want the stretch marks. Where the stretch mark at? You got, if you hadn't heard that song, it's the lead single. So yeah, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. It debuted at number 2, which is the highest rap song to debut at number 2 by male artists since Eminem's song, I think back in 2010. So Kendrick, yeah, you breaking records. Drake ain't even broke yet. So I feel you on that one. Humble definitely deserves it. Definitely one of those records that's speaking realness, and you can play it in the club and on the radio. And
wake up in the morning thinking about money, kick your feet up. Hop in the shower, put on your makeup, lace your weave up. Touch on yourself, call up your nigga, tell him he ain't shit. Credit card scam, get you a visa, make it pay your rent. Something came over me. Way too hot to simmer down. Might as well overheat. Too close to comfort.
now that song is called Lust. Now it's not exactly what you would think of about being blessed. It's basically, you know, you do things that aren't meaningful. And towards the end, he talks about Trump and the election and how people would get upset and go out right in the street, then they go back to doing what they were doing. Like, and it's so real when you think about, like, people really don't, they wake up for a little bit, if they do even wake up at all. But then it's like, you know, you got to go to work tomorrow. You know, you still have to do your own life. And that's how they have you programmed. They have you programmed to not think about what they're doing up there.
This party won't end. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to.
Alright, that song was called Love featuring Zakari. Correct me if I said his name wrong. Nah, I never heard of this artist before, but he sounded pretty good on this song. This song is definitely different from Kendrick's, the rest of his things that he's done. I feel like personally this sounds like a Drake record. The beat, the everything to me sounds like a Drake record. And the dude Zakari kind of sounds like Party Next Door to me. And it's just a little bit. Now, I could just, I mean, don't hate me, but quite frankly, that's what I got off of this song.
Then tell Fox to be scared of us, gang members or terrorists, etc., etc. America's reflections of me. That's what America does.
Alright, that song was called XXX featuring U2. Now, first of all, I would say that this song is definitely unique, and you know, you really don't hear U2 until like towards the end when the beat switches up. The beat stays switching up throughout this album, and I actually like it. I definitely commend Kendrick for doing that. That he definitely put a lot of time and effort into his instrumentation. I will say that this song is definitely unique. He talks about election, he talks about Trump, he talks about Barack, you know, and he talks about like how a dude would rather be in the street than, you know, in school or anything like that. So definitely realness.
Section 8 with my mama stressing. 30 shows a month and I still won't buy me no Lexus. What is an advisor? Somebody that's holding my checks just to fuck me over and put my finances in debt. Get ill and feel wretched with a little something. My practice running from fear.
Alright, now that record was called Fear, again in all caps. He talks about how people can get screwed and how he said something happened with Rihanna. People was trying to screw Rihanna with her money. It's just crazy. It also talks about how some people could get killed over the simplest things, trying to break up a fight, just walking down the street, just doing simple things, normal things, and they get killed, they get shot and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It really is. One thing, again, Kendrick, I am not here for the backwards, the song playing backwards and reverse, and I'm not here for that. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I almost stopped listening to the album because of that. I'm not here for that.
Flex on swole like
This remind me of something. I can't think
you
of it.
feel some type of way, then slide on you like falling drapes. God
Exactly. Do you know who you talking to? Like, let them know.
Alright, killing with diamonds. Alright, put up like 50, get your ass killed by the finest. Everything life is.
Hold up, Kendrick. You putting out hits on people? That's what we do now. All right, that song was called "God" in all caps, and I feel like Kendrick has gotten to a certain point in his career where he's sort of feeling like he's near God status. I don't know. He was basically talking about how, he definitely deserves rank and how people should respect him. Do you know who you're talking to? That just kept going on, man. Do you know who you're talking to? Do you really, you guys let me know, but I mean that song's alright. I mean, you guys let me know what you think about that one.
Circling parking lots and parking spots and hopping out while harassing the corner blocks. Crooked cops told Anthony he should kick it. He brushed him off and walked back to the Kentucky Fried Chicken. See, at this chicken spot there was a light-skinned nigga that talked a lot with a curly top and a gap in his teeth. He worked.
Alright, now this is the last track of the song. It is called Duckworth. And I feel like, he talks about how people, they do crimes to try to make their life better. And he talked about a few different scenarios where somebody would do a crime, but their intentions was just to make their life better, somebody else's life better for their kids and things like that. And that happens a lot when, people do crimes with good intentions, but it's just when you're stuck in bad positions and unfortunate situations and things like that, people often resort to crime, which is never good. It's never no reason to do crime. Like, there's never no valid reason to do it. But a lot of people do, and they do it, for their loved ones or things like that. So, yeah, that track definitely speaks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kendrick Lamar's Damn in all caps. Now, it is time for my Surface Town rating. Thank you for sticking with me this far, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the overall theme of this album. Starting from top to bottom, I will say this album definitely flows. 14 tracks is like the perfect number for this album. He was able to tell a story. One thing I loved about Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, which is my favorite album of Kendrick still to this day, is that it told a story so fluently. And for him to be able to, at such a young age and so early in his career, to be able to tell a cohesive story and flowing with radio hits and deep cuts throughout the album was definitely pretty amazing. I feel like he did that on this record. I think he found that balance in between to tell a message, tell a story, and to really speak some knowledge, as well as give good music and music that people can play on the radio, people can play in the club. He found that medium. I am going to rate this album 8 out of 10 stars. Now, this is the highest Surface Town rating that I've given since I started doing Surface Town ratings. Just the beginning of this year, I started with Kalani's Sweet Sexy Savage, rating albums from 0 to 10 stars. And I'm going to give this album 8 out of 10 stars because it is just the way it flows. The fact that the track list isn't too long. Even the long songs flow. You know what I mean? And it hits a couple of highlights, I would say. DNA that song is freaking amazing. Element is freaking amazing. Loyalty is amazing. Humble, of course. Love is pretty good. And a few other songs. This album, he really impressed me, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I didn't think anything would come close to Good Kid, Mad City for me. But this album definitely has done that. I will say 8 out of 10 stars, the highest rating I've given for an album. I hope you guys enjoyed Kendrick Lamar's Damn. I hope you guys enjoyed this album review. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about the album. Comment your favorite song. you know, the things that he talked about, the things that he could have did better on this album, the things that I could have did better on this album review, because you know, nobody's perfect. And please subscribe. Please subscribe. I want to thank you guys for supporting me. You know, the love and the support has not gone unnoticed. And I thank you so much. My name is Rick. If you didn't know, you just watched Surface Town, and we will see you guys next time. Much love.